Well, lots of parents are doing double duty while working at home and homeschooling their children, but you have got a little bit of help with Charm City Classroom. Joining me now is our chief meteorologist, Lynette Charles. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Hi, Elsa. I miss you.
I miss you too. I was like, I can almost touch her.
I know. I miss seeing your beautiful face in the morning.
Oh, back at you. And you're here to help me because I am one of those parents working from home, trying to homeschool, trying to make sure my kid doesn't walk through my shot right now. And Charm City Classroom is here to help us, right?
Yes, it is. And basically, it's just for that. So, of course, the kids are out of school. So we came up with something to help the kids continue to learn while they're out of school. And we talk about give weather lessons, really.
So tell me, how does it all work and how did it come to your mind?
So basically, someone brought this to my attention. So, our script station, we have other stations. We actually saw somebody doing that on Facebook, another meteorologist, and we're like, oh, that's neat. So took a page from the Scripps family book, and we all jumped on it. Very excited to do that.
And how has the reaction been from viewers?
Viewers' reactions have been really good. So it's very excited. I've gotten a few tweets and Facebook messages about Lynette, where can we catch you? We want to see this. Thanks for doing this. Again, kids get a little bit antsy.
I like it, Professor Lynette. How about that? Yes. And then what kinds of lessons can we look forward to?
So a lesson. So we have at least 8 lessons in our bag right now so that you can actually see. We have more lessons on derechos, on downsloping winds. We've done stuff on hail. We have warm fronts, cold fronts, so everything in the bag. And what I also want to tell people and the kids and the parents is that if they have an idea, if they want us to teach something, send us a message and we'll go ahead and do that for you.
That is a great idea. I was trying to be like you the other day. We went on a nature walk and I was explaining to my daughter the different types of clouds.
Was that the picture that I saw?
Yes.
With the dog? Yes. So cute.
I was like, Lynette would be so proud of me right now. I've been paying attention to her in the morning. So where can we go so that, I know it's for the kids, but I want to learn more too. So where can we go to visit Charm City Classroom?
Exactly. So we've been putting about, of course, Facebook Lives. We do Facebook Lives. We put it on Insta. And again, all this is on the station page.
Let's take a look.
Good morning. I'm Chief Meteorologist Lynette Charles, and it's time to go back to school. So yesterday, you're with me, and we talked about dangerous weather. So we talked about flooding, and we're going to stay on that path of dangerous weather. So once again, I'm bringing the weather to you today. And when I go to schools, this is what I really talk about, dangerous weather. So today, we're going to talk about tornadoes and the formation of tornadoes. So let's go ahead and see what goes into that.
Once again, we wanted to kind of show you something that you can easily do at home, whether you're young or old. Little experiment making a tornado in a bottle. All you need is 2 2-liter bottles, some duct tape, and you're pretty much on your way. If you add some glitter though and some food coloring,
it makes it a little bit pretty.
It makes it a little bit prettier out there.
If you have 2 kids, let them pick a color: green, yellow, pink, blue, red. Let them make their own colored tornadoes.
Yeah.
Preparation tips before a flood. Now, mom and dad, you might want to come join the kids at this point because this is more for you. So know your risk if you're in a floodplain or not. Also, make sure you check the insurance for coverage of flooding. And you also want to clear any type of drains for debris, because again, if they're clogged, then that means that you're going to start to see some flooding across that area. And you also want to charge the electronic devices in case of an emergency. That's very, very important. So once again, this is just a little tip. I don't want to keep you long. This is a weather lesson. We'll have more. You'll have stuff with Patrick and also Eric. They'll be bringing some education to you as well.
I am Professor Pete, and class is back in session. I'm back with you to talk about another weather phenomenon. This one is actually kind of one of the interesting ones that involves seasonal variation. We're talking about the vernal equinox. Now, vernal is another word that essentially means spring. So we're looking at spring equinox. Whenever you see it on the calendar, most folks say, hey, that's when spring starts. So it's one of those things that lets us know that there's about to be a change in at least what we can expect to feel outside. Now, the cool thing about this whole entire process is that it has a lot to do with the orientation of Earth on its axis. Like this dotted line would be if it was perfectly up and down, but it is not. It's actually tilted 23.5 degrees, and it's going to be that tilt that actually causes our seasonal variations. That's why, a few months ago, even though this winter's been quite mild, admittedly, in a normal year, you could expect daytime highs to be in the 30s, 20s, sometimes 40s in winter. And then whenever we get into spring, it's 60s, 70s, and then summer, 80s, 90s, 100s. And that's going to be all because of the tilt of the Earth in relation to its placement of where the sun rays are hitting the Earth.
So, and also we have a YouTube page for WMAR2 News, so you can get all of them right there.
And I have to ask you, just before I let you go, how has it been covering the weather during this pandemic right now?
So luckily the weather's been calm. It's been on the quiet side. But of course we're in the month March, April, where you start to get more severe weather. Not looking forward to that with all the craziness that's going on. But the bottom line is I love what I do. I started doing what I do is because I want to keep people safe. So once those tornado warnings start happening, I'll be right there. No worries.
Well, we all love hearing that information, at least from you. If we've got to get the bad news, we want to get a great mind giving it to us. So we appreciate it. And thank you for sharing that mind with Charm City Classroom and all of our kids. Appreciate you being with us. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.